Okay, guys, welcome to Ikuruku TV. Now, this is a very sad news as I speak to you now. This young guy here of 19 years old, a Nigerian, has died out of a hit and run vehicle. They say that he died after the car knocked him down, and dragged him for about 200 meters. Almost, if a car drags somebody for 200 meters, what will remain? They will just crush the person and pieces and grind the person over and over again. That is the case of this very guy now, who is known as Alex. Okay, so they say that this incident happened on the 5th of December 2023, this year now. Just a very sad situation. And the family now, who that will be expecting him to send something for Christmas, for New Year in Nigeria, that expectation is gone. Very sad. They say that overwhelmed by cycling at 5 a.m. to go to work, Alex had only found the place 5 days before. The body dragged for 200 meters. Okay, so I beg, I want to use this opportunity to also advise our people to put on these reflective clothes when you are going to work, because now there is dew. Dew now will not allow people to see properly, especially early in the morning. So even if you have a light or those red light, it might be very tiny. It's not like a car light. There is unlike vehicles. So you always wear reflective clothes so that anytime light shines upon it, it will reflect everywhere. I beg to avoid this kind of issue. That was how we lost one of our brother too last year. The same type of accident. He was jammed by a trailer and it crushed him both head and the leg. Yeah, that was somebody I knew one on one. He still rest in peace. Chibuike was his name. Hit and killed at the age of 13 while riding his bike while going to work. He had only started work 5 days ago in a cleaning company. The tragedy occurred around 5:30 a.m. in the morning along State Road 80, Teramo Julivanova, okay, in the helmet of St. Arthur in Teramo, when it was still dark. Okay, you know that in that morning it will still be very blurry. You won't see properly, and you know that a lot of Odede people, according to they say Odede, a lot of old people here has license. They have driver's license. So a lot of old people drive cars, and it's not as if they are seeing properly. They barely see. They barely see. So you have to pay attention to your own self first, because a dead person now cannot defend himself again. That one is gone and it's gone forever. Hmm. Wow, no amount of money now will replace his place in the family. Who would have? They said that this guy would have turned 20 years in the coming March this 2024, and he was a young man of Nigerian origin living in Piane de Santato. He had just left home to go to work in the Belante shopping center, where the company he works for carries out cleaning before opening to the public. Unfortunately, the boy was unable to reach his workplace because he was mowed down while riding his electric bicycle while pedaling on the main road. The area is not equipped with public lighting. The bike had no light on, and he was wearing completely black, okay, according to the man who knocked him down. The Fiat Croma, which was proceeding in the same direction, headed towards Teramo with the driver DFF, a 60-year-old. You see, when people get to see all those 60-year-old here, they become, kind of, you don't see where, I beg. So wear those reflective clothes if you are going to work. Okay, they say that the man is also from Santato, also on his way to work. Hit him near the Spear building and hit him. It dragged for about 200 meters up to the overpass of the Nucleus Junction. They say that he was dragged up to 200 meters. Do you know what that means? Who would survive that? Nobody. The driver of the car told the police that he didn't notice anything. He thought he had hit an animal, and only after a few seconds did he notice the body on the broken windshield of the car. Unfortunately, it was already too late. The 19-year-old had died instantly. So now the man is lying that, oh, he never noticed that somebody was under the car, and after he moved a while, the body came to the screen. How? Omo, these people can lie. How can a human body just come to the screen? Mean after you have what will toss the person up to fling to the screen? My brother, is not possible. So some of these people are aggressive. Some of them are not happy seeing you as a black person. They know they happy. They know they happy. They see you. So you come from wherever you come here and you are living with them. So I beg, make everybody dey pay attention to their lives, especially those going to work early in the morning. It's also always very important to pay attention to most cars, pay attention to them, give way for them, because sometimes our people self will be stubborn and be blocking road, I jam me now. Omo, like this guy now don't go now, he don't go. So it's only the man who is alive and inside the car that is telling his story. He's not alive to tell us, oh, it's a lie, oh, this is what happened. So the man is like trying to judge his own side and judge that guy's own. Now, the bicycle was a short distance from the car in the opposite lane, hit and dragged by a second car following the one involved in the accident. The driver of the latter immediately alerted the emergency services. So it wasn't even the driver that knocked him down and rolled him over that alerted the emergency services. It was another car coming from behind. Now, the 118 staff who arrived on the site confirmed the death and awaited the intervention of the funeral home with the authorization of the prosecutor on duty, Enrica Modero. The magistrate, after having ascertained the dynamics of the crash, having carried out the cadaver inspection, authorized the return of the body to the family currently in Nigeria. So they say that they should take the boy to Nigeria for burial. Okay? Apart from a relative with whom the young man shared the house, he has no other family members in Italy. The vehicles involved in the accident were seized, and most likely, according to practice in these cases, the 60-year-old driver who tested negative for alcohol and drug tests will be entered in the register of suspects in the next few days. The magistrate will appoint an expert to inspect the car and the bike. So this is how this guy lost his life. The traffic police officers, led by manager Valentina Lolobobista, intervened to investigate the case, also acquiring images from surveillance cameras in the area and listening to some witnesses. The road remained closed until 10 a.m. The traffic diverted into parallel streets, creating various difficulties for commuters who had to that industrial area full of factories to work from the coast every morning. The news, as happens in these cases, immediately made the rounds on various social networks. Numerous people on the profile alone shared a thought for the young boy. He had arrived in Italy with the hope of finding fortune through work, but unfortunately met his death. That's how we lost this Alex now. May his soul rest in perfect. So I beg, everybody should be careful. Don't come. Don't know what we attribute this death to. Is it village people? Have been an Italian people, have been a township people. But the man now is lying that he doesn't know that a human being was under his car. And charge. I didn't want to know. Please let everybody pay attention, especially if you are going to work early in the morning. And when you see all those crazy drivers, avoid them. Avoid them and dodge, especially if you are using bicycle. A lot of people. That our brother who was inside this kind of accident last year, he was driving monopatino. That is this scooter, this electric scooter. That's how he went. May your soul rest in peace, my brother. Eh? See you people on the next one. Share this video to also create awareness. Thank you.